KVERN Morning News with Johnny.
We interrupt our regularly scheduled KVERN for a special announcement, a special introduction to our last KVERN. We just wanted to make sure everybody understands this last KVERN is a celebration of connection, of connectedness, of how Alvernia gets it. We want to make sure that it's clear that those we help and those who help us are connected to each other, and how some of those we help use our gifts to help others. It's just a wonderful experience of people coming together for a sense of community. So sit back and enjoy the last KVERN of the year and celebrate our connection and our what we've achieved this year for our community. And thank you so much.
This is the overly involved student, Terry, dabbling in a little bit of social media, bringing here with you an interview with Scoop Mathis to talk to us about networks.
No, Terry. Is that your name, Terry?
Terry.
No, that's not about networks. It's how the net works.
How the net works.
Well, the explanation is that we have an incredible net of helpful organizations and people that work together in the turkey drive, so I thought it would be good to see the net.
Okay. Now, can you describe to us exactly like who all we help? What?
Wait till you see the list. These are the folks that we've helped this year. There's the Red Cross.
The Red Cross. They're elderly veterans, right?
Olivet Boys and Girls Club.
Children, lovely.
The Spark program at Christ Episcopal Church.
Migrant families, okay.
Kennedy House.
Poor families in Reading.
Burke's Connections pretrial services.
Okay, with families waiting trials.
The USO.
They host meals for returning families of veterans.
Burke's Women in Crisis.
Of course, the women and children of domestic stresses.
The YMCA.
Who else could not help the homeless other than the YMCA?
Grandma's Attic.
Interesting, different. The folks here who are in need.
And how about the Veterans Food Pantry in Shoemakersville?
Oh, okay.
And St. Margaret's School.
The economically distressed families.
Hope Lutheran Church.
Another after-school program.
So that's a pretty good list so far of, those are just folks that we officially described that we've helped this year.
So we have two categories that tend to help us out a lot.
That's true.
And who might they be?
Well, there's the group internal to our own Alvernia community.
Okay.
First and foremost is the Bernardine sisters themselves, who have established the precedent for all of these things that we do. And we have our own trustees and former trustees without whom we could not succeed. They're enormously generous.
Thank you.
And then, of course, we have SGA.
Student bodies always appreciate it.
And in addition, Alvernia University clubs and honor societies help with labor and with money and canned goods and stuff. They have, and the students in general, we have a lot of individual students who just come and help. The faculty and the staff and administrators are a huge part of this. Then, of course, there's the Holleran Center.
Everybody knows them, always willing to lend a hand.
And this is what they do. And the SAC, I don't know if you're familiar with SAC, the Student Athlete Advisory Council, which gave us like about 200 cans of food for our drive.
Wow.
Then first year seminar, faculty and students made cards, stacked boxes, helped in lots of ways. Then we have the Alvernia alumni and the Alvernia alumni.
Alumni twice?
Absolutely. Well, we have individual alumni who contributed, and then for the first time this year, we actually had an organized effort from the Berks County Area Alumni Council, who took ownership of the collection for the Olivet boxes.
Wow. Okay.
And then, I mean, without the Alvernia Media Center, we wouldn't be doing these now. And then we even have some Alvernia University retirees. For example, Handsome Bird, who has retired twice now, and yes, and Craig Waswillow, who retired 3 years ago and comes back to drive for us, and Ginny Hand, who stopped by and helped with the filling of the candy bags. And yes, so we have a considerable contribution from within our own community.
Wow, that is quite extravagant to have such wonderful hands like that. So you mentioned internal affairs. How about some external groups that have contributed to this wonderful charity?
Well, it's amazing. Some of these I'm not sure how external they are. For example, our own Aladdin Food Service gave us freezer space for our flock and also gave us 12 turkeys.
Thank you.
DSS, our local IT support organization, sent 8 people over to pack boxes for us. Penske Truck Leasing gives us the use of a huge truck, and we're moving 5,000 pounds of turkey, so that's considerable. Celino's Meats over in the Shillington Shopping Center gets the hams for us. Exeter Walmart employees helped stage and load about 700 turkeys before their regular working hours.
Wow, that would definitely net them Employee of the Month in my book.
Well, it sure would from me. They're wonderful to us. And then there are members of the Reading area community that just drop in with turkeys or money or clothing. All together, all this effort put together, contributions for at least 820 individual families, plus 4 organizations that stage large dinners.
Wow, it's always beautiful to see such a large community coming together, just from Alvernia, from Reading, all of that. But I can't help but feel like you forgot one group. The imaginary group.
The imaginary. Okay, who would that be?
Spider-Man.
How could I forget? Spidey!